Christmas in our society has become a time of excess: shopping, present giving, eating, drinking, and so on. Too often our consciousness is overwhelmed by the demands of an often hectic and physically and emotionally and financially demanding time. Yet this goes against the natural rhythm of the year. In summer, we are drawn out into the realm of the senses. At midwinter, the darkest time, we are drawn into ourselves. All around us in nature, the message is clear. Animals hibernate, plants draw their energy into the earth. It is time to draw upon the goodness and harvest of the year, or, if things have not gone so well, a time of survival. It is a period of the year when the help of the spiritual world is very close, a time when personal or shared study and contemplation can be very fruitful and give guidance for the year ahead. In this bleak midwinter, a child is born. It is human nature to be drawn towards a newborn baby. What do we see in their rather wrinkled, far-away countenance? Innocence, a certain absence of form or identity, a perceptible connection to the universal and potential which stirs hope in us and restores our faith in humanity. Love perhaps goes without saying. Yet we also look into the past. Who does he look like? Who does he take after? After all, a baby is born into a hereditary stream. In Lecture 3 of his lectures on the Gospel of Luke, Steiner describes how, in normal circumstances, every baby is born with a package of karmic baggage. Thus, whilst babies are comparatively innocent, the material is there that will create their individuality, their separateness, their egotistical sympathies and antipathies. Imagine a baby who is born without this burden of past karma, a baby who is perfect in his innocence. Imagine a baby who is a sublime picture of the true universal human being. Imagine that you could dissolve all the trappings of your personality, all the deceptions of your egoic mind, all the obstacles of your karma, and become this baby. The holy nights, between Christmas Day and Epiphany, are often described as a journey from Jesus to Christ. The picture of the birth of this perfect innocence and total connection to the universal is the starting point. Turning to the source to be found in man's own original being, before the onset of the Luciferic influence, we can say to ourselves, whatever may befall you, whatever may torment you and draw you down from the shining spheres of the Spirit, your divine origin is an eternal reality, hidden though it be in the depths of the soul. Recognition of this innermost power of the soul will give birth to the firm assurance that the heights are within your reach, and if you conjure before your soul all that is innocent, childlike, free from life's temptations, free from all that has already befallen human souls through the many incarnations since the beginning of earthly evolution, then you will have a picture of the human soul as it was before these earthly incarnations began. The destination for this journey is the 6th of January, and that is when we celebrate the arrival of the three kings, or the Magi, who come to visit the Jesus of Matthew's Gospel. In his lecture on the Gospel of St. Luke, Steiner describes this child as being the vessel for the ego of Zarathustra, a child endowed with cosmic and worldly wisdom. It is also a day when we remember Jesus' baptism in the River Jordan by John. Steiner describes how it is during this event that the Christ being is incarnated into the body of Jesus of Nazareth. Thus we have a journey from the birth of Jesus to the birth of Christ. Inwardly, this can be for us a journey from the birth of the assurance of humanity's eternal spiritual nature towards the birth of putting this consciously to work in our lives. Christmas Day, in the form of the Jesus child, says to us ever and again that the powers which bring peace to the soul can be found within ourselves. True peace of soul is present only when that peace has sure foundations. That is to say, when it is a force enabling man to know. In thee lives something which, if truly brought to birth, can, nay, must, lead thee to divine heights, to divine powers. The lights on this tree are symbols of the light which shines in our own souls when we grasp the reality of what is proclaimed to us symbolically on Christmas night by the Jesus child in its state of innocence. The inmost being of the human soul itself, strong, innocent, tranquil, leading us along our life's path to the highest goals of existence. May these lights on the Christmas tree say to us, if ever thy soul is weak, if ever thou believest that the goals of earth existence are beyond thy reach, think of man's divine origin and become aware of those forces within thee which are also the forces of supreme love. Become inwardly conscious of the forces which give thee confidence and certainty in all thy works, through all thy life, now and in all of time to come. For 16 years I have worked with the zodiac and the associated virtues during this time. I have usually chosen to work backwards from Pisces to Aries, as this is a journey from the earthly realm to the spiritual heights, and Pisces is connected to the feet and is the gateway between earth and the spiritual realm. In this work I have made much use of and been greatly inspired by these books: The Virtues Contemplations by Herbert Witzenmann, The Power of the Soul by Robert Sardello, The 12 Holy Nights and the Spiritual Hierarchies by Sergei O. Prokofiev, The Gospel of St. Luke by Rudolf Steiner.